Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Tech Tip Thursdays. This week I'm going to be spending time on our cloud-based product, Onyx. Now for some of you this might be new. I encourage you to look into it for more information. For anybody who's using it, I hope this week's tech tip about material reports will come in handy. So within Onyx, I'm going to be going ahead and opening our settings here and creating a report template. Now this is going to be available to anybody who currently has Onyx. So we'll be able to come in here and create bill of materials, different reports that you can then export to CSV or that you can use directly within Onyx. So what I'm going to be doing here is just going ahead and creating a new report template. So inside of here, we're going to look at all the different columns that we have available. We're going to set this up the way that we want our report to come out. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it as is, but I'm just showing you here that these are all the different options that you can turn on and off for the columns. Once this is to your liking, you can come here and do Save As. Now you can give this a name. So for example, if you're doing a report on specific members or you're trying to get information for just studs or something, give it a name that you'll be able to recognize later on when you use it. Once this is saved, what you can then do is head into one of your projects. So I'm going to go over here into my support project, the panel manager, and you'll notice here at the top that I now have these buttons here, add to an existing report or generate new report. So I can always add to something that I've already done, which I have on this account. Or we're going to do the generate new report for this example. So I'm going to go ahead and select a few panels here that I have. And I'm going to go ahead and do generate new report. So be able to pick from the list of templates that you've created. I currently have report A and B. And then you can give this a title, okay, so that you can find this easier later. So for example, I already have some that I had done in the past. So I'll just go ahead and call this, keep it simple with what I've already done, cripples 4. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So now it's going to generate a report specifically for these 3 panels. Okay. We also have the members grid down here, which you can also generate reports. That's where my cripple report was being used basically. So I was coming down here, I was filtering out only to see my cripple members, and then I would select all of them and do generate new report. Once this is done, either up here or in the members grid, we can go back to the beginning here and look at material reports. So now, whatever you've done, we'll populate this list. Here we go. So again, as I mentioned, I had done some for a cripple example. So I'll be able to select it from this list here. Okay, and I will pick, for example, this cripple 4. But before I jump into here, so I have my last modified date. It's allowing me to see which project that this was used from. You can lock so no one can make any changes. You can rename, and you can also delete your reports. By selecting the name, or the title I should say, this will take us to the actual report. This will be populated now, and you'll see here the different counts. So if you're familiar with creating schedules or bill of materials within Revit or MWF, this will be similar. And again, depending what you had set up for your template, this is everything that will be populated with the information that's available. Now from this point here, you can lock the report, you can copy the report URL and just send the link to someone who has access to the account so that they can come in here and look at it. Or as I mentioned before, we can export to CSV. So if I look at this, I'm okay, and I do export to CSV, this is going to create my Excel file. And now I have a report inside of Excel. All right. So I hope this will come in handy for some of you. As I mentioned, if you haven't had a chance to view Onyx, I encourage you to look at some of our videos or reach out to the team. And on that note, I wish you guys a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.